Yep, it's that time. What up? What up? What up? Waiting for y'all to get up in here, see what's happening. What up? What up? What up? All right. I was telling you, man, when that thing started up, I I just keep forgetting. It's right there on the car, bro. You see that Crown Customs popping. Let's get some folk in here. Let's get some folk in here. Wednesdays are always Tuesdays is an interesting day to be doing my live. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I get guys in here. Sometimes they ready for it, sometimes they ain't. But it is what it is. We gonna still have this conversation. I got man. I've been, I looked at those late. Man, I didn't realize how expensive Legos could be. Oh my god, you have to. That'd be nuts not to. Yeah. I was like, wait, Legos going doing that? Legos is hitting in that level? Like what? Yeah. What? We got somebody in here. What's going on? We just waiting for y'all to fill up a little bit so we can bring our special guest up in here. Yeah, I've been waiting for this one, man. I've been waiting to get you up in here. Let's get a few people popping before we can start jiving. What time did you get up out of there today? Okay. Are they taxing? Yeah. It's got its own line item. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts, man. I'm gonna give it to 5 minutes, man, and then we can bring you in, and then we're gonna start talking about this stuff. Cool thing about this is that it gets watched over and over again. That's what I really love. We got somebody else in here. Man, I just know IS was gonna be number one in here, but we'll see. Ooh. Bro, I've been getting so much spam. It drive. I'm probably missing calls I should be taking. I get so much spam. Right. Exactly. What you looking at? I'm just waiting for a few more of you guys to jump on in before we got to go into it here in a second, man. I'm gonna give it till 5 after, and we're gonna go in, man. There you go. All right, guys, listen. I got one of my brothers on here, man. I got one of my brothers on here who took care of me like you would not believe. Ran into him in the earlier days, gave me some advice. I ran away from the advice because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And then went to somebody else, got some wheels taken care. Yep, I said wheels taken care of. And I was okay with it. But then I had to come back. When I came back, I got nothing but love, man. Um, one of the few stickers on my car, I got 3 stickers on my car. Only 3. One you can only get from the guy um, that owns the place. And then I got Who Wraps My Car. And Who Wraps My Car told me, man, you need to get this guy on your channel. Zay in the building. Speaking of Who Wraps My Car in the chat, that's Zay. He wraps my car. He said, man, you need to get this guy on the channel. Let's go. My brother, Paul from Ish Raps. What's happening, man? Hold on,
What's
hold
up?
on. Let me get you some claps. Let me get you some claps. Hold on, Paul.
What's up?
Yes, sir. Look, where's per special guest? Man, stop it, man. Listen, man. Oh, there he is. That's it. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's just a little bit of delay. He just making sure we got our special guest in the building. TD in the building. What's going on, TD? What's happening, bro? Y'all see, man, we got Paul, man. Paul took care of me in ways y'all would never understand, man. Especially, oh Lord, let's think about that mad dash to Tuna Galleria. Getting those wheels done at this. Oh my God, that was so
Okay.
nuts. And then man, straight up the one-offs, like nobody got this two-tone red at all. Like nasty. My brother Paul, man, took care of that. Man, appreciate you more than you believe, and could not wait to get you right here. What's happening with you, Paul?
Oh, not much, man. Not much. Just another crazy day in the business, and then clocking it at the house with the family. And I'm excited to be here, man. Thanks for inviting me.
Man, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You said now I'm gonna be still that long and get jealous. Man, stop it, boy. Y'all tripping. All right, man. Listen, my brother Paul, man, graciously came through and said, "Hey, look, let's do it." I remember you talked about doing a podcast here, and I know you're still working on getting that all set up, and I can't wait for that to pop. Before we get into this, and I don't know what direction you're gonna go when it comes to your podcast. Hopefully I can visit. I just love to
Oh,
support
you
my
already
brother,
know.
no
You already
matter
know.
what.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Zay,
But
you're invited too, Zay. We could both share them.
when you say Paul,
He said he was his friend first. I'm like,
I'm just saying, man. That's my brother, man. Zay is, and again, this is the Zay that I told you. He wraps my car. He's like, hey man, you need to get him on. Hey man, we need to figure out this cross pollination. So his mind thinks way outside of the box of what you would expect, especially some of these business owners to have. He takes it to the next level, and he got a great heart, and that's what I appreciate about him. That's what I appreciate about you, man.
thanks.
What he said, me and his wife share him. This boy ain't got no sense, man. Sorry, buddy. The best in the game. Yes, he is, man. Absolutely the best in the game. And we talking about Wills and a lot of things. But let's talk about him first. Paul. Who is Paul? Paul, where'd you grow up? Right here in Chicago?
I grew up in the city. Yeah, I grew up Edgewater, Rogers Park area.
Okay, okay.
I'm just a kid from the neighborhood, man. That was us,
That's what's up.
low income family, humble beginnings, and honestly, I think I owe all of my success to just that.
That's
I
what's up, man.
wasn't born with a silver spoon, and
Me either. I don't know too many people that was, to be honest with
Yep, yep. So yeah, I mean, city kid. We moved out to the burbs later in life when we started having children, and
you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's where I was. That's where I'm from.
Paul, what was your first job, man? I'm always curious about that. What was your first job for someone to come to where you are? What'd you do first?
Man, so that's tough, man. I mean, I've literally done everything. Uh,
Really?
my very first job. I'm gonna show my age here because I don't even know they still around. Is
Here we go.
White Hen Pantry.
White Hen Pantry. Okay, see, I'm from New Orleans. I don't even know what that is. Who
Yeah,
knows about White Hen Pantry?
so White Hen was like it was like a 7-Eleven pretty much back in the
Oh,
day.
okay.
So I worked in their little deli department. I was slicing the stuff, making sandwiches and stuff. And I was a kid. I think I was like 14 years old.
So you started life as a sandwich artist?
That's it. That's it. That's it. And I will tell you, I was
Like
good at it.
7-Eleven.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
You definitely remember White Hen. You remember White Hen? Oh my God.
yep.
You said you did a lot of things. What other things that you did that you believe led you to where you are right now?
So, man, honestly, before I got into automotive, I dabbled. I was all over the place, and
Okay.
every single thing I've done in my life helps me, and I got benefit from to help me today in what I do. Be it, I'm not going to say sandwiches help me powder coat a wheel,
Right,
but,
right. I
but
understand.
that first job showed me proper etiquette, showed me how to be punctual, how to show up on time. I did some construction work as like laborer. I was hauling stuff in and out. Construction sites. I worked at a video store.
Oh
You know,
wow. We just talked.
yeah, 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 yeah. Showing my age again. VHS.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I even worked before I jumped into the automotive industry. I worked with special ed. I worked with kids with autism, and
Really?
honestly, that was probably the most rewarding job I've had to date.
Man, that's what's up.
I've got a soft spot in my heart for kids with special needs,
Yeah.
and
Same here.
yeah, yeah, and so that job showed me a lot. Showed me how to, you know, not really in sales, but showed me how to really mesh and talk with people and get personal with people. So that was a big jump. Um,
Yeah.
After that, I got into the automotive. I worked at dealerships, and I worked every single position you can imagine at a dealership,
Yeah.
from porter, warranty administrator, service writer, service manager, sales, and then all the way up. And I did great. I learned a lot, and I did great in dealerships. But the hours and the people that I worked with, I kind of, this was back in, you know, early 2000s. So, I don't know how dealerships are right now, but the people you worked around, they were kind of on a different
Different plane.
track. So yeah,
Built different. It's definitely built different.
so, but I mean, being in dealership atmosphere and knowing everyone there, that kind of built my network to kind of jump into an automotive based business and thrive.
One of the things that young Koo said, appreciate that comment, man. Because it's definitely something I wanted to talk about. One of the absolute most humblest guys I know, so chilled. I've never seen you spin up. I've never seen you. We always have these really dope, even kill conversations, and never takes it to a point where it feels like something around you is really bugging you, or you feel too big about yourself in a space that you're in. Super humble, and I love that, bro. It makes you who you are. It makes me appreciate being around you. The whole nine. It's a very great character to have. You
Thank
say,
you.
I know that guy.
What's up, Evan? What's up, Young?
That's what's up. Let me see what you see. What you got right here. Makes sense and why he's successful. Yes, it does. It really does. That humble is a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people don't know it. Humble really carries you across a finish line a different way. It's always about how you handle your situations, your challenges that God allowed you to try. He'll graduate you if you handle it right.
Very
You
right.
don't handle it right, man, you're not gonna get it. Remember, you got to go through something to get to the success of anything you want, man. It's real. He deserved all the success. I believe that. All of it. This guy is fire, and everything, any and everything I can do to help promote it, I will. I
You
swear.
guys be blessed, man.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, bro. You are a blessing, brother. You are a blessing. Appreciate you, Babs. I appreciate that. Much love. Much love. Paul.
Yes,
Then
sir.
you said you jumped into automotive.
Yes.
What side of the automotive world fascinated you the most?
So, my dad, rest his soul. He was a gearhead. He was a welder by trade, but he introduced my brothers and I to cars at a very young age. So what what I really liked is my brother Mario. He's a foreman at a Porsche dealership.
Okay.
So he's in there. He's working with his hands. He's doing his thing. I was always, I'm not going to say the clean one, but I didn't really jump into wrenching like he did with my pops. I was
Got
more into styling. I was
it.
more about more show than go.
Beautification. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So, I always liked the car that looked good, and performance didn't really do much for me until later in life. Yeah, I was at the dealership and I'd see, these subcontractors come in and pick up cars and take them to their shops and then bring them back, and they're completely transformed into something way cooler. And so I'd watch from afar, and then I'd start catching on. I'm like, okay, and these guys, they get to wear what they want, they got tattoos where they want, they're themselves, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They're not corporate ready.
Right, right. So I always wanted sleeves, tattoos, and stuff like that, and I didn't get any because again, at that time, times are different now. You can do that now, but
Yeah.
back then, if you wanted to be in sales or a certain job, you really couldn't. You had to look the part.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I saw that and I saw how cool they were. I'm like, man, these are guys I watch on TV, and this is kind of what I want to do. And so, you know, me jumping into wheels um, was kind of a mistake. Um, you
What?
know, yeah, yeah.
What a mistake, brother.
No, not a mistake. It was by accident. So
By
that
accident.
I
Okay.
don't regret that by any
Yeah,
means.
yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I get where you're coming from.
So yeah, so I was actually, I was a knucklehead, man. I'm not going to say I was, a horrible person, but I grew up in a not a very good neighborhood. My way of thinking, my goals, everything else was kind of not where it's supposed to be at that time.
I
Uh,
get it.
and I,
Absolutely. Best in the business for sure.
you
You're gonna
guys,
get praised, bro. You're gonna get praised. Just get ready.
what's up?
You're gonna get a
Say
lot of love.
what's happening with this? Uh, Man, yeah, I love it, man. Thanks for joining, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know this part about me, but if you knew me back then and see me now, you wouldn't think we are the same person at all.
wow.
So anyway, not going too deep into that, I got fired from a dealership I was working at.
Why? I
So
gotta hear this.
Yeah.
Why?
So you know what? I got into it with one of the porters at work. A porter's job is to bring a car around once you're done dealing with your customers, service advisor.
Right, right.
And you know, I was kind of new at this job, and the porter, he was kind of testing me out, seeing, kind of sizing me up. I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
this car ready? No, you go get it yourself. It's like, well, I got customers. All right, whatever. One, two, three times. After three times, I'm not going to lie, I lost it. And it takes a lot for me to lose it. I lost
wow.
it, and I got fired. So yeah, so I got fired right when my wife and I bought a house.
Wait, the timing.
Right when we got full custody of my son.
Oh,
It was probably my all-time low in my life. So fast forward, searching Craigslist, I see a posting for a place called Wheels America. Um,
mm,
some of you old schoolers will remember this place, but I saw a posting for it, and what they did is basically wheel repair powder coating for shops and dealerships. They pick
yes.
up and then they bring them back and get them done. So I knew nothing about wheels at all. I knew nothing about painting, powder coating, zero. So I what's he saying? I don't feel bad. I put pockets in. Yeah, it's true. So yeah, so not to go too crazy on the story, but
Give
yeah,
us, man. You can, tell it how you want, for real, bro. Tell it how you want, man. It's your story, brother.
appreciate it. It's good to I don't really talk about it much, so it's good and it's good for people to hear it too. Because you know what, I was a f up, and I'd say I got lucky with the mix of hustle in life. So yeah, long story short, I got the job at Wheels America. I had to take this test. And the test was more, I'm looking at it as like, okay, I'm going to go in this place and do powder coating and manage this place on something I know absolutely nothing about.
About to go take over. Yes, sir. I love that attitude.
Yeah. So, my mom always told me, man, I was a born leader, and I was always bossy, just like my daughter is now. And you better watch out when she grows up because, man,
Yeah, yeah,
president right there.
yeah.
But I saw the test and I'm like, you know what? I wasn't a dumb kid, but I wasn't the smartest either. So I used my secret weapon, my wife.
There you go. Yes, sir.
My wife is the smartest person I know on earth. And I said, can you
I'm
take this?
right there with you, man.
So my wife took the test for me.
Uh,
2 days later, the owner of Wheels America calls me. He's based out of Texas. And he goes, Paul, I just want to let you know you scored highest on this test that anyone's ever scored. And he goes, I know you filled out an application for a tech here, but we'd like you to be the general manager.
what?
Luck. I knew nothing about this business. So I said, let's go, let's run. So we ran with it. I
This
went to that
this
business.
is fire, bro. This is
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, it's
Oh
crazy.
my
It's crazy
god.
to think about it now. So I ran with it. I jumped in there. I had a couple trouble employees. We had some good employees. So I basically analyzed the whole business. I didn't know processes yet, but I had people who knew what they were doing there.
You
And
had
then
resources.
right. And then
Yeah.
I had people who were kind of just like taking up space. So I let go of a few. I kept the ones that are supposed to be there. I had them assist me, and we rebuilt that place. So something I'm super proud about actually
That's
is,
amazing, brother.
yeah, we
I mean,
went from doing I think 30 wheels a night to almost 200 wheels a night within 6 months. Um, Wheels America Chicago went from being the lowest sales in all Wheels America to one of the top. Yeah. So it took me and my guys going out there and and marketing and pulling in business and and perfecting our craft and showing it. So I treated this business like it was mine.
that's fire, man.
Yeah.
What up,
So
Lefty? Lefty in the building. What's going on, Lefty? He's the enforcer, man. He's working in the background for us, keeping knuckleheads quiet and out of the way. So Lefty's always around.
okay, Lefty, that's somewhat good to be on a team right there. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't help but notice behind you, man. You got cichlids behind you.
I do. Yeah,
Yes, you do, man. That was the first fish that I've ever owned when I got into fish in New Orleans. And I wanted South American African cichlids because they were busy. They were moving. They never stayed still. And even in a freshwater tank, you still got some beautiful colors from those fish.
yeah, 100%. And they're
Yeah.
hard too. They're not. You don't have to babysit them too much.
No, you don't, man. Listen, I got these. Some of them fish survived Katrina. I'm serious.
Yeah, I
I'm
believe. I
serious.
believe.
Until there was one big old red devil sitting in the tank, and all the other fish were eaten.
Oh boy.
He was huge. Yeah. Hey, it happens. It happens.
I've
All
seen it.
right, so man, you went and took over at this company. When was it time for Paul to move into his own lane?
So after I was at Wheels America for a while, I was approached by a company that we were doing wheels for. So basically, we would do the wheels for them, and they would be the middleman and pick up and deliver from their shop accounts.
Yeah,
So this company, I don't want to put their name out there.
not a
Uh,
problem.
they were they were approaching me for years. Hey, Paul, we'd like you to come to our shop, and we can get a building. Uh, we can give you an unlimited budget. You order machines, you train the people, you kind of do what you've done for Wheels America, do it for us. And for years straight, I was like, I'm good. I'm straight, man. I'm good where I'm at. The owner of the business is in Texas. He leaves me alone. I
Yeah,
run the thing like it's mine.
beautiful.
I had
That's
it good.
beautiful. Yeah.
I was probably 24 ish around that time, 25 years old. And so one day that guy comes in and says, you know what? We've been making you offers for a year now. How about you throw us an offer?
Mm,
And what
like
did
the
it
playing
take?
dirty.
So I shot for the stars. I shot for the stars. I said I wanted 150 grand a year. And mind you, this is 20 years ago. So I was like, I want 150 grand for a year per year. I want
That's great.
benefits. I want to leave at 3 p.m. so I can pick my kids up from school. And I just laid it out. And I'm expecting to say it's not happening.
Yeah, you reaching for utopia. Absolute utopia.
Exactly. So they said yes almost instantly.
What?
Yeah. So I filled out a contract with them to work with them as a consultant. So I basically went there. I hired, I interviewed, I trained, I got all the machinery. We built the whole plant, and that place is still going today, and they're thriving. The guy,
Really?
yeah, the assistant manager who was with me at the time, Chris, is a close friend still. I kind of left him with my job there. And after 2 years, it was self running. It was doing its own thing. And
Oh,
that's
that's
when
amazing, bro.
yeah, yeah. So that's when I decided it's time for me to do something for myself. And that's
Right.
when Crown was born shortly after that.
Jeez. Let's talk about that first location.
Yep. First location, almost 10 years ago. Yeah, 2015, October. We were Arlington Heights, Elk Grove border there. There's an antique center mall off of Oakton.
Yeah,
We had 2,000 square feet. It was me, my partner Z. You met Z.
absolutely. Shout out to Z, man.
Yeah, Z
My
and I go
brother
way
Z.
back. That's a
Yeah,
whole
my
other
brother.
story,
He
man.
good people, man. Z is good people.
Yeah, before I go on that, Z, a lot of people say careful who your partners are. Do you trust them? Dude, Z and I, brothers, I trust that guy. We're going, we've known each other for a long time. Partners for 10 years now. And he handles his thing, I handle mine. We're opposites, and it's just perfect. So uh, don't be afraid to get a partner if you're going into business. Just make sure it's the right one. And
I can tell you, man, when you guys move, when I see y'all start to think, y'all working on something, like you could be doing anything, right? Hanging out, but when it was time for you guys to work something out and think, y'all look like one person.
yep, yep. It's at the point where we don't even have to speak.
Right.
We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
I I do my little eyebrow lift. He does his little smirk, and we're like, "Yep, just do it." We already know what we're on.
Looking like
But
one person, bro.
yeah, yeah. So him and I started 10 years ago. It's just two of us. 2,000 square feet. I remember waiting for the phones to ring, waiting for that door to open for our first customer, and it kept being friends and coming in. I'm like, damn, man, like,
Hey, nice shop.
uh, yeah. And so it was awesome, man. Once we started getting, one job, two jobs, and then it started going crazy. Z and I used to handle phones, picking up, delivering. dismounting tires, mounting tires, straightening wheels, stripping wheels, powder coating. I mean, everything you can imagine. Every part of the process we were doing ourselves. Um, we both have burns and surgeries and everything to prove it. So, uh, yeah,
Yeah.
so we were in Arlington Heights in 2,000 square feet, two of us for 2 years. And then we figured, it's time to upgrade. We need more space. So we hired one person. He's handling phones, invoicing while we do our thing in the back. And what's funny is the next location we moved into was Wheels America's building that had shut down
Are
a
you
year before.
serious?
Yeah. Um, Kind of an
I think
awkward
that was the
situation
shop that I met you at when you
in
told me you
Elk Grove Village.
absolutely shot down all my dreams. That two-tone black and white wheel was not gonna work. Like,
Yep.
no, bro, that's gonna turn yellow. You don't want that.
Yep. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, we moved to Elk Grove Village. We went from 2,000 square feet to 8,000 square feet. We went from two people to I think we had 6 or 7 people there. Um, yeah, we were there for maybe 5 years, and that's where we kind of went viral in a sense as a
Mhm.
business. We things hit the fan, man. We grew up. We grew a lot quicker than we anticipated. We were blessed, and so that's where we kind of started to perfect our craft. And we were mainly basic. Our business was mainly still powder coating and wheel repair, but we
Right,
started adding things like window tint and vinyl wrap there.
right. Oh, wait, you have vinyl wrap over there as well?
Minimal. We just started there. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. What I remember, man, pulling up to that shop was the cars along the side of the street that was all in front of the shop.
yeah.
Every estimate was come walk out of the building and go look at the car that's on the curb. I was like, man,
No
like these
space.
guys. And the fact, here's the other thing, you never stood still. It was like everybody in there were busy. The
Oh yeah.
showroom, you had just enough room to look at what was on the wheels that was on the wall and that one that the case. You
Yep.
didn't have a whole lot of room to do nothing else. That place was packed.
It was packed.
Um, but the work was getting done. You guys were doing a lot of different things and grinding. The part that just blew my mind is that how still productive you guys were in such a minimal space, right? And then I heard you guys moved. I heard Crown Custom Coating, man. They done moved and got a new building.
Yep. Yep.
When was it time to get that building? Was it after was the viral too real? Uh
We had no space. I don't know if you remember, but you mentioned the showroom. That was our front area where people are supposed to come in and we pick out colors. We have our quick consultations with people, and there was no room because of all the wheels that were finished and being and ready for pickup from customers.
Mhm.
That's the only space we had to keep that. So people would
You're looking out, Lefty. You put your website on the map. Thank you,
beautiful.
bro.
Yeah, so it was time. We were looking for a location for a year, and I knew at this point that I no longer wanted to lease. I wanted to buy a building.
Okay.
So we, a year's time of looking for that right place, somewhere with the right amount of power that we needed, the right plumbing, the right space layout, and of course location, area. So we found the building on Alice and Wheeling, and right off the bat, I'm like, wheels and wheeling. It just seemed right.
That's so perfect.
You know? So yeah, so we it was a big risk, and any person, any entrepreneur or business owner um, can relate that this whole journey is full of risks,
Yeah.
and they say the first 2 or 3 years of any small business is your make or break.
Yeah.
We were at year 6, I think. There, year 5, I think it is. And so once we hit year 5, I'm like, okay, so we kind of passed that little hump that people say you're going to fail at, and we're still bringing in business and we're still growing. uh,
Yeah.
I just have, we were capped on how much we can grow with space.
Yeah.
So it was time, and we finally found that building. And I remember walking in there, And remember, we went from 2,000 square feet to 8,000 square feet, and now I'm looking at a 30,000 square foot building. Um, Walked in there with Z, my partner, and we're looking around. It was all empty, and it's like this is like freaking McCormick Place. You know, it was like you could hear your echoes.
Yeah, you hear your footsteps.
Yeah, and so we were intimidated. I was intimidated.
Really?
I was like, I don't know, this is going to be a lot of, overhead and, bills are going to be crazy, this and that. And so, I kind of went over things, I look at everything and I sit there and I analyze and I go over, pros and cons. I still do that to this day. And I was just like, you know what? Whatever list I look at, whatever I write down, I know what I want to do. We know what we want to do, and there's only one way, and it's up, and this is our
Yeah.
only chance. So
That's it, bro.
jump with that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Killing it. The best in the biz. You're not joking about that, Corey. What's going on, Corey?
Corey, Danny, what's up,
Hey,
fellas?
what's
George.
up? Appreciate you, brother, man. Long time no have, man. Good to see you up in the chats, bro. So the first time I walked into that shop, I was like, again, I'm still holding on to what I saw at the last shop. So I walk in here, I'm like, oh my God. This is next level right here. Um Coming in there, it was like, man, it felt like, first of all, the shop is massive. Feels like a car show every time I walk in there. No matter what you're doing work on these cars, right? You're doing beautification, you're doing wheels, um you're doing calibers, you're doing wrap, you're doing all kind of stuff. And I walk in here, and these cars on. I'm like, man, it feels like a car show every time I come here. You never know what's going to be in the shop. The shop is absolutely awesome every time. The worst thing I feel like I do when I come in there is take you guys away from what y'all supposed to be doing.
Oh man, we need it. We need it.
Come in, bro. I appreciate everybody there. I got, I could do and communicate and talk and ham up with everybody in the shop, right? And I just really appreciate you guys. Like every time I come over there, I just have a good time. But the part that I'm trying to make when I say this really big shop with all the plethora of the cars, you don't find yourself with just the same business that you used to get at the other shop now. Now you're Crown Customs at on a whole nother level. Man, you got like athletes cars in there. You got all these big players in there. You got people like me in there, and then you got those guys way up there. You got a little bit of everything in there. How does that feel for you? That coming from, and again, those very humble beginnings to, man, people are looking for Crown. They trying to chase down Crown to get wheels done, get wraps done, get tints done, get. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about not just how I feel, but let's talk about all the services you provide now. It's on another level, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So, you're right. We get cars and we get people from, regular everyday traffic cars to one of two cars in the world. And the way we treat them and the way that my guys are all trained in our protocol is they all get treated the exact same.
That's what I love
Um,
about Crown Customs.
yeah, I mean, we can at any given time you can come in there and you'll come in, or a guy from I knew from high school come in, and we've got an NFL player standing there. I'm not going to be the type of guy that give me 1 second.
Right.
Push aside, go talk to this guy. And honestly, I think all sides of the spectrum of people appreciate that. Uh,
Yes.
Everyone wants to be treated. There are some people that want to be treated special. Let's not lie.
They exist.
Yeah, they exist, and everyone likes to feel a little special here and there.
Everybody wants to feel special. Yes.
Right. But I feel like we treat everyone the same way every time. We stay consistent with it, and we just want to be ourselves, man. And that's just how it is. Um,
That statement right there.
that's
Every time I brought any car into your shop, I've purchased. You've had two of my cars on some type of mechanism, doing something with them. And mind you, anyone can tell you, anyone that I talk to, anyone that ever heard me spoke about wheels, I go no place else for any wheel activity but Crown Customs coating. That's it. Nobody else touch my wheels at all. Right. So every time I go there, I've never felt like less than. I've always felt special.
I appreciate that. I just texted the wife. I need an extension cord so I can charge my laptop. uh,
It's
uh,
all good.
uh, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, and we try to stay as level headed as we can there, and we do see a lot of big names, and we deal with a lot of. And what's funny is, you know, talk about rich people, for example. The
Yeah.
richest people that we deal with on an everyday basis are not the flashiest people. They're your
Very
everyday,
humble.
very
Yeah.
humble people. And so it's, when we get an athlete in there, of course, people are like, we just had some Chicago rapper in there. I had no clue who he was. And I listen to all kinds of music. So it's not that I'm just not into, I forget what kind of rap he does. But anyway, he was there, and I have my sons who work there, and they're just like, Dad,
Sorry.
you know who that is? You know who that is? I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But they're like, let's get this. I'm like, listen, calm yourselves. These people go around and they get attacked by people all day long. They just want to live normal lives too.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you don't want to overwhelm people like that.
Hey, Lori said coming.
I was like, I need
love it.
extension cord stat. So yeah, my M4
This
felt.
is so funny.
Yo, Paul, stop, man. Stop.
Hey, you know you had a cousin here, right?
I got a lot of cousins. Which one's in here? Oh, Dennis. Dennis, what's up, cuz? I got two cousins in here. I had Edwin in there. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Ooh,
Who's the most
ooh,
famous
ooh.
person that's come in?
I like that question. I like that question. That's a good question.
That's tough,
And you
man.
know what? It's also perspective, right? Because it's famous to you.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. I honestly I don't know. Hold that thought. Let me connect my computer here.
Look, while he's collecting, y'all give me just 1 second. I need to grab something to drink.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys. Be back. Oh, Paul drop. Uh-oh. You gonna wait for him to pop back in? There he is. Still showing offline, but I'm sure it's working out. Let's get through some of this chat. I'm definitely interested in that question. Paul died. What's going on, Willie Brown? Willie Brown in the building. We're waiting for Paul to pop back in. He had to do an extension cord on his laptop. Make sure y'all smash. Good looking out, Lefty. Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. It look like it's trying to work out. We waiting on you, Paul. Maybe you may have to jump in and jump back out and jump back in. J Mad Life, man, what's going on, man? My guy, haven't hollered at you in a minute, brother. Paul is my guy, man. He's such a good guy. I couldn't wait to get him on here. He's taking care of me, bro. Just a really good guy, man. Reason I had to put that sticker on my car. If there's any brand, I support brands that are the most genuine brands, man. I got Israps and I got Crown Customs on my car. Two of the most genuine, most realest cats that I ever dealt with, like for real. And I love it. I appreciate these guys, man. Uh-oh. What's going on over there, Paul? What happened? We got more interview to do. Give him a second. We working through these technical difficulties. What's happening? Found a Q60. Nice two-door. Ooh. Those are nice. You can play with them a bit. Q60S. The baby GTR, man. Y'all just give us a second. He's going to be back in just a moment, guys. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so thirsty. Where am I getting the ping? Facebook. Oh, no worries, bro. Yeah, he's still working it out, working out his power cord situation, man. He's getting it together. You know, when a PC die, you plug it in, it just don't turn right on. So it's got to get a little bit of a charge before it come up. So we're gonna give him his little space to make that happen. Must be a Mac user. Hey man, I'm a Mac user. What are you doing? Come on, Corey. You play too much. And honestly, out of all the PCs I got around me, this Mac, I can run on this thing and do all kind of stuff with it out after having a full charge for about 3 or 4 days, and not have a problem with this thing. Them PCs, they die the same day. They funk out on me. If it's a red sport lefty, I'm right here. I'm right there with Willie Brown. That's a really nice car to have. There he is. You in the building, brother? Uh-oh, no sound. Are you muted? Did you switch devices? Let's see. And I'm trying to remember what it looks like on the phone. But when you
Got it? Better?
Yep.
Okay.
Look, Lefty was telling me what to tell you what to do, man. Look. Tap off. It's all there it
Ah,
is.
sorry about that, guys.
It's
I was
all
a little
good,
bit
man.
scared.
It's all good, man. It's all good, brother. It's part of this stuff. We playing with technology here.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we were talking about who was the most person that came into the shop. Now, this is all again perspective based on who you believe is the most famous person that you've had come in.
Well, I'll just give you two words. Um, D Rose. But he didn't come in at Crown Customs.
What do you mean? So he had his card sent to you, but he didn't come in.
No. He came in. He came in with his brother, who I think was his manager at the time. But this is when he was playing, and this is when I was working at Wheels America.
Okay.
We have a lot of you know famous people that have their cars at Crown Customs, but a
The
lot of
smartest
them don't come in. You know,
Lori says the smartest woman you know fixed it.
it's true. It's true. I'm telling you, I'm in trouble. I call. I don't even know what size pants I wear. I got to call.
Honey, I need your help.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I mean, we get a lot. We get a lot of cool clients there. We get a lot of celebs and stuff. A lot of them don't want to. I gotta wipe my lens here. That better? A lot of people don't like to. You know, they don't like people knowing that they're actually there.
Okay.
So
They like to be a little low key.
yeah, a lot of them actually, and so it makes sense, but I'd say this much with NFL players, especially the younger ones. Um, I don't know because I don't live that lifestyle, so I don't know what it is, but a lot of them don't want people to know that they're working on their cars or spending the money the way they do. Um, I don't know if it has to do with their agents telling them something. I've had a guy, and I'll say, yo, can I get a picture with you? And sometimes be like, you know what, my PR guy doesn't think it's a good idea, and I'm like, damn, okay, so
Wow.
you know,
Are you
I, you
serious?
know, I get a little butthurt over it, but at the same time, well, I don't know what that life's about, and
Right. Right.
am I gonna make them look bad?
Right.
Did I stink that day? I don't know.
You said, is it going to come out in picture?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Um,
my God.
so, but yeah, I mean, I'm not. I've never been. I could be eating next to a celebrity and not even know who they are. I've never been someone who really recognizes that too well. And not saying I don't respect them or their game, but I've never really been. People are like, oh, is this that?
Me either. I treat them like
Yeah,
people.
yeah, exactly. I
Treat 'em
think
like
that's what I get along with. I actually talk to a lot of these guys on a daily basis, not daily, but weekly basis. A lot of these guys from the Bears, a lot of these guys from TV shows and this and that, and it's really cool. 'Cause again, a kid growing up, you know, with pretty much nothing, and now I'm kind of rubbing elbows with some big names out there. It's cool, not gonna lie, and I enjoy it. But I think my kids kind of lived through that more than anything.
And that was my next statement. How cool is that for your kids to see their dad in that space? You know what I mean? That's a whole nother level for your kids, for the princes.
Yeah, yeah. Now both of the boys are old enough and they are working at the shop. When they were in grammar school or grade school, and they, even early years of high school, I wasn't the cool dad yet. I was just the, back in the day, I used to, walk miles to school in the snow. That type of dad.
Yeah. I
And
get it.
so, and so now, the past couple of years where they're getting into cars, they've got their own cars now. They're working at the shop. They see, kind of what we do, and their friends are asking them to, do this. Now all of a sudden I'm cool, and
You're cool dad.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, I'm liking it. I'm like,
We're gonna spin back for a second, right?
yeah.
And I do want to get into all the different services, but I want to talk about this first. What was the first car that you've owned?
First car that I owned and I loved, my pops, again, rest his soul, got me a Mitsubishi Galant.
Really?
Now, hear me out. We were broke. Pops was broke.
Galants
Mom was
used to be
broke.
fire though. But Galants used to be kind of cool. I'm not, back showing my age. Galants used to be pretty cool, man.
It was I think it was a '94.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't the VR4.
Yeah. They were
Um,
cool.
but it's funny because I remember getting that in my pops. It was my 16th birthday, and they'd thrown a surprise birthday party for me. And they're like, "Well, let's show you your gift in the garage." So we go to the garage. What? I'm pumped. It's Mitsubishi. It was a beater. And he goes, "There's one catch." I'm like, "What's that?" He's like, "There's no engine in it." Oh, okay. But again, my pops was a gearhead. He was a
Like
jack
we're
of
gonna
all
put it in
trades.
there. We're gonna
He had
put it
that
together.
thing running in about 3 weeks' time.
You
I think
got
he ended up throwing like an Eclipse motor in that thing or something. So it wasn't the right motor, but he made it work, and that thing lasted, man. So there was what was it, man? It was in the South Side, where they'd have like flea
VR4.
markets. It wasn't a VR4, but man, those VR4s are super sleepers, by the
Yeah,
way.
they
That's
are.
another thing. Yeah. You put a big old turbo on that thing, it's over. But yeah, I remember we went to a big flea market. It used to be in the South Side. You could literally go to this flea market. I'm not going to even say what they used to call it because they had a nickname, but I'm not going to get called out. But anyway, um, you can go to this flea market. It was just streets and streets filled with sales and people selling stuff. And you could buy anything from tube socks to like an old
Is it still there?
lawnmower. I don't know if it's still there or not.
I
But
went to I can't remember what it's called, but I went to like this big old flea market that's down the south. Um and ran across there's a guy that we run across over there that he does all the detailing stuff. But they had
okay,
everything in there.
yeah,
Everything.
I,
Indoor and
yeah,
outdoor. Everything.
you could buy anything. You could buy a laptop to tube socks. I mean,
Yes.
anything you want, and everything in between.
Yes.
So I bought this. It was this. I think about it now, it's goofy, but it was a spoiler that did not fit my car. It was a black rubber spoiler. I'm like, I want that. I want that for the Galant. And we went back to the house and we're trying to fit this on there. Couldn't fit. We made it work. It looked goofy as all hell, but I was so proud of that thing. Uh, yeah, so that was my first car ever. It was a
Really?
Galant. Yep,
Sheesh.
yep,
So that first car you started with the spoiler as the beautification.
yep, yep.
And that was pretty much that's Paul in a nutshell because that's pretty much all we heard so far, right? You love making cars look beautiful.
Yep.
Now you've created an environment where all this happens in one space, right? You offer way more services now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those services that you offer now. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. So we obviously we still do the powder coating wheels. We do repairs. We do brake caliper painting, window tinting, vinyl wrapping, PPF. We do audio and electronics. Um, we do performance. Um, we sell wheels. We sell tires. We're an installer for Tire Rack officially. So we match their pricing for tires. So anyone looking for tires, I'll hook you up. I mean, we pretty
I've
much do
had my share of purchase.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you have. Um, we're not going to go there, well, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, I mean,
It happened.
basically everything you can imagine to a car, we do it all under one roof at Crown Customs.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So now Crown Customs becomes this one stop for you want it done. You pretty much you can make it happen and get ready for the car show, right? In one location. Everything like you said, from vinyl wrap to tinted windows. You got stars and ceilings. You putting audio in cars. Um, you could take the wheels that's on that car and change them and make them a new color. Make them run smoother. right?
Yep.
You can grab something that's in the shop and put another set of wheels or tires on a car, but then there's something else.
Yes.
Let's talk about the next level. Oh my God, Crown Forged wheels. Let's get
Yes, sir.
into it, brother. Oh my God,
Yes, sir.
some of the baddest fire wheels that I've seen straight off the bat, man. Um, and he also brings light, strong wheels to the table, right? You want to have a fast car, reduce the typical force on your takeoff. Light, fast wheels. Come see
Yep.
Paul.
Yep.
You want customize them, make them what you look how you want them. Come see Paul. You want them to be one off wheels. Come see Paul, right?
All right.
Paul,
Yes, sir.
I know you and I we've talked about this. But when was it time to do your own wheels? When did this just boil up inside you and it's like, okay, it's got to happen?
So, man,
What
that's
up,
a good
Diego?
question. It's a good question. Um, as most everyone knows, man, life's about timing.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, you know, my background, growing up was I was always an artist. I used to, be at graffiti art, but I used to, get into, drawing, and I used to get comic books. But anyway, I won't go into the whole. But it's about timing, man. And I really loved designing wheels. That was my dream way before it was customizing cars.
Mm,
Um, I've always loved wheels and rims. I feel like they
putting out New
completely
York
change the entire look of a car. You can take any car and make it look entirely different from just changing the wheels
just
on it.
by changing the wheels. Yes.
So, my partner and I and some of the staff at Crown, we go to SEMA on a yearly basis. It's a big trade show in Vegas every year. Um, and talk about timing, man. I don't know if it was my pops looking out for me in heaven or what it was, but I happened to spill my drink on probably the most important person in the wheel game at SEMA in Las Vegas. And I remember I had a Jack and Coke, and I turned left and I spilled it on this guy, and everyone's looking at me like, and I'm like,
What did I do?
I'm so sorry. He's like, oh no, really cool guy. Can't disclose names, but he's a really cool guy. Um, and long story short, he happened to be the man in the wheel game. He is the man that makes wheels for all these big name wheel brands. Again, don't want to go into names of wheel brands, but every high end wheel brand you can imagine, this guy's either had his hands on or makes them or has something to do with development of those wheels. So we start jabbing it out, and I start talking to him, and he finds out what I do. I find out what he does. I told him it was my dream to do that, and his answer to that is, "So what's stopping you?" And I told him,
Perfect follow-up question.
"Yeah, yeah."
Sheesh.
He goes,
Oh
"What's
my God.
stopping you?" And I was flat out honest with him. I told him, "Capital. I don't have that kind of money to throw into a wheel game." And yes, we do pick up delivery service mainly for shops. Sorry. Um,
No.
and
Absolutely.
so I flat out told him I don't have millions of dollars back in me to stock wheels and do all this and that. So he, man, he pretty much took me under his wing and said, "We're going to start your wheel brand. We're going to do what you want to do, and I'm going to help you every way, every step of the way." And he has. And we, as of I think either February or March, I started working with the guy and his company, and we've produced I think 12 different styles, and we're at 87 sets sold to this day, and that's just me.
Hold up. Let's go and get that right there. Let's get that clap, that applause, because that's fire.
Thank you, thank you.
That is absolutely fire.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure you heard the news. Our buddy Steve Hamilton's websites,
Yes.
Custom Offsets, SD Wheel, Fitment Industries. You can find Crown Forged wheels on those sites now, which is
Back to the applause. Back to the applause. Back to the applause.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you, man.
Yes. Now, and if you guys don't know who Hamilton Collection is, you're under a rock.
Yeah,
They, they started their wealth and their business from wheels, literally selling wheels on eBay, right? And they grew it to this fitment industry, this multi-million. I think I might be underselling it by saying that because they do so many different wheels. And they carry a lot of brands, but to be brought under that vein, you got to understand something. This is Chicago based. This is all Chicago based, right? This whole Chicago family thing, if we get it right, and this is one of the things Zay and I talk about all the time, we get it right, we can all work together and make money all together. It doesn't have to be all these divided veins. You know what I mean? It can work. And him getting this under Fitment Industries is mind blowing to me.
I still can't believe it. Yeah,
That's fire, brother.
I
Oh
still
my
can't believe it.
God.
Yeah,
Hey man, look, so Zay said his follow-up was, so he would love to bring his business to you now. All his wheel business to you. He's currently using Chicago wheels. He don't want to use them anymore.
well, Zay, since you said it, I built Chicago Wheel.
Wow.
Come use me.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Was supposed look, hey, you see what he said? You see what he said?
Yep, I appreciate that, and I already know, brother. Yeah,
You know that,
and
bro.
all aces is day
Always
one.
love.
All aces is day one. I appreciate you. And I
Listen,
appreciate everyone with the kind words here, man. It means the world to me, man. Honestly.
so you don't see it. You don't. It's not always very before your face when you think about all the different things and how people really appreciate what you do. You see it when they show out. You see it when they show up. At the cars and coffees and things like that. You think sometimes it's just word of mouth. Man, people really appreciate what you do, bro. Like,
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
support you. Well, I don't have to keep telling you this. I've already showed you. There's nothing that I say. I mean, Zay is a person. He does all my rap. When I talk about these wheels, I can't take it to no other level, but to show that love and appreciation for what I get from Crown. So it's always next level for me.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And I feel kind of guilty taking all of these compliments myself because honestly, and not to be cliche here, but I have the most amazing crew.
Yeah.
I have an amazing partner, and honestly, it's not just me that does all this.
No.
I am the face of a lot of it, and I do get a lot of recognition for what Crown is. But I've got people that work with me to this day that I've worked with for almost 17 years.
That's amazing.
I've got family in the shop, and people say, "Don't you can't hire family or you can't work with family."
You're right there. I love coming in from the first people I see are your sons. I'm like, I love this.
Yep, yep. That's the next gen right there. I
Yes.
want to be fishing. I want them to take over so I can go fishing more. Uh, but
Literally my next question.
yep, yep, yep. So I'm a lucky man, and I'm a I posted a video the other day of getting my dream car a few weeks ago, and something that stuck with me are a lot of comments that said this guy is rich. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm rich, but I'm not rich with money. I'm rich with love. I'm rich with family. I'm rich
Yes.
with friends. I'm far from a wealthy man here. I'm comfortable. I'm blessed, and I'm super proud of where I'm at in life right now.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yes.
but my fortune and what I have has nothing to do with money or cars or houses. It's more of the true love of my family and my crew and people around me in my circle.
So after having conversations with you, of course, we've talked in depth several times, right?
Yeah.
And especially when we start getting into family and who's there, who's supporting us. We have a lot of parallels, right? So, and I love that having that strong woman right there, right beside us, super smart, and the part about what I love is what you just said when it came to um the riches that you have, and that's wealth. When you can have that love of your family and support of your friends, the teammates that you have supporting you at Crown. Although we're celebrating, we we got Paul here, but we're celebrating Crown and Crown as a whole. Don't You can accept everything that we give you because it goes back to your team, right? All this to your team is true appreciation. Um, Anyone who has ever came in here and met you, they're gonna say the same thing. I've never, there's no way I could get anybody in here that come in here and say anything negative about Paul. You never demonstrated that to me. I've never seen
Yeah.
you demonstrate that. I've always seen you positive, even when you're trying to make a customer happy that may not be happy. Always feel very positive. You were
Thank
very
you.
positive when you told me that I could not get that two-tone white and black. Very humble.
We're gonna hear the end of that one.
That thing is gonna yellow. You're not gonna want that. It's
Yeah.
gonna look like trash
Yeah.
after a period of time, right? So, and I say all that to say, man, what does Paul like to do when he's not in the shop? It definitely has something to do with this doggone wow right here.
Yeah. I'm a simple man, you know. I don't really drink much. I don't really go out much. I love silence.
Yeah.
Because I'm in such a fast-paced environment all day long, and I love to fish. I'm a collector of all sorts. I like to spend time with the family. I like to drive my car, go on long rides. I like to go to car meets. You see me there every weekend. I'm at a car meet. And honestly, it's not, a lot of people are like, yeah, it's good for business. You go to car. I don't start conversations about business when I'm at car meets.
Good for peace
People
of
start it with
mind,
me.
man. Yeah.
And I'll gladly answer that, but I'm not there for that. I'm not
Yeah.
there for more exposure. I'm there for me. I'm there to like enjoy
You're
and I'm blessed that I still, I'm surrounded by cars all day long and I still love them. I love what I do. I love what we're surrounded with. So, I'm a poker player. Yeah. Thanks, Edwin. I like to
Hold
take
up.
all of my friends' money.
Somebody asked, do you like Legos?
Oh boy. That's gotta be someone who knows me. Yeah. Yes, that's probably something that a lot of people don't know about me is I'm a complete Lego freak. My wife, my daughter, myself, we on almost a daily basis sit in our family room, and I showed you a little tour.
Yes.
We build our Lego, and we have our basements turned into pretty much a Lego museum.
That's pretty. And it's super dope. Not gonna lie to you guys, super cool. Not only that, but when you're doing it as a family. Y'all are building those together, right?
Yeah, yeah. Um, we all, my daughter, she's in first grade now. She's already in a robotics class for Lego at
That's
school.
fire. That is
She's
so fire.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's up there with like third, fourth, fifth graders, and she's just fresh out of kindergarten.
Love that.
My
Right
wife
there.
and we
Stamped
all
it
love
in
it
their
too
future,
because
baby.
you'll see these videos on reels and stuff like that where it's like you hear like all this noise in the background, people talking, cars honking, this and that, and then it turns completely silent and you see a guy in a fishing boat. That's why people like that. You shut off the world. You kind of just you and nature, and that's kind of similar to Lego. You know, you got to focus on what you're doing, and you if you enjoy it, awesome. But there's nothing else that really takes your attention from that. I'm off of my phone for a solid 3 hours if I pick up a Lego set. Now it's getting a little out of control because these Legos, as we were talking about, are expensive and they're only going higher in price. But I'll
Hey
give you a quick
man.
walk around. Yeah.
Hey,
Hold on one second.
hey, don't tell Zay, man. I'll have to invite you over to the crib if you want some more solitude, man. Don't tell Zay though. Don't tell Zay. They gonna get upset. You say you gonna show them a quick look?
Oh yeah, I'll show you guys. No judgment though, okay? I swear this isn't just me. It's the family. All right,
Quick tour.
This is the car corner.
Man, that is fire. Look at this, guys. Hold up. Let me blow this up for you guys. This is fire.
This is just the car corner here. We got a P1, Ferrari Daytona, Lamborghini Scion, Bugatti, the GT3 RS. These are all antique and vintage Lego down here, the F1 cars. We're far from done, though. I'll make it quick, though. Here's my Star
That's
Wars.
crazy, though. What kills me is the details that lies within those Legos. That's all Star Wars. Oh,
that's all Star Wars. This is another one that's obviously not done yet. And then you can see back there.
Bro, for real? That's beautiful.
Yeah. So again, and we're collectors of everything. I'll show you my shoe collection in the next room. That's even crazier. But
oh my God,
got
that's
comics,
fire.
Baseball cards, basketball cards, all types of stuff in there. But yeah, I mean, I've been collecting my whole life. I got Archie's Archie comic books that cost like 2 cents when they came out.
You still have them?
I still have them. Yeah.
Gee whiz, man. Uh-oh. What just happened?
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Something's like it's trying to add a whole nother session.
Oh, that's probably my other computer that's finally waking up. Hold on.
Close that out. Remove from screen. Close that out. Remove from screen. Close that out. Remove from screen.
All right. I'm back.
Man. So we talked about who Paul is, what Paul likes to do in his own time. We know you like to fish. We know you like your Legos. You like silence.
Yes.
Came a long way from just Crown Customs, man. The wheels are next level. There's no words I can say about that. Y'all gotta go and check it out. I'm just saying, you gotta go check it out.
Yeah, it's Crown
Paul,
Ford wheels.
You had I'm sorry. When I first met you, you played with some fast cars, right? For yourself.
Sure.
What was not the current one, the last fast car you had. Let's talk about the last fast car you had.
The Trackhawk.
Trackhawk.
Yep.
Tell us about the Trackhawk, man. How much did you put into the Trackhawk, man? That thing sounds spicy. You had the peekaboo hood. I mean,
yeah, we did a lot to that Trackhawk. Yeah. So the Trackhawk, believe it or not, I got that in 2020. That was my first brand new car I've ever bought.
Wow.
So I had a lot of attachment to that car. We did everything from the ground up on that thing. And I'm not talking just wheels. We did everything from suspension, exhaust. You know, I took it over to my guy Satera. He did all the tuning and stuff for me.
Shout out to Satera. Satera, I gotta drop my car for you.
Yep.
I gotta drop my car off at Satera. I'm about to get some additional cooling on Zeus. So shout out to Satera.
No, Jeremy's a cool guy, man. I known him before he even opened up the shop. You know, Ben Hockman, before he even opened his shop, Hockman Fabrication, he did the hood the first time. You know, we had a GT Hawes exhaust. We had, I mean, everything you can imagine on a Trackhawk was done.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we ended up selling that not too long ago. I miss it.
Really?
I miss it. Yeah, I miss it. If I could have,
does it bother you not having that Trackhawk right now?
You know what? It's mixed because I loved it, you know, and people knew about the Trackhawk worldwide. I mean, literally worldwide. I'd get messages from people in Russia, like it's insane,
Are you
asking me
serious?
what I did, this and that. Yeah, so it was a well-known Trackhawk. It was fast. It looked good. It was comfortable to drive. I practically daily drove that,
You
but
did.
at the same time, I stopped using it more and more just because it was a risk driving that thing
Yeah,
everywhere.
that's
You
the other
know,
problem.
um,
That's the
yeah,
other problem.
I had a couple scary situations happen to the point where the wife was worried about it too, and it just became a show car pretty much. I just bring it to the shows, and it would sit in my garage. So it helped out in the long run because I kept miles low and I got a good amount of money for it.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons player had bought it, and he gave me an offer I couldn't refuse, and I was like, "Well, here, 2 red keys, take them." Yeah. So uh,
Yeah, I had my eyes on a. It was one of the three that I was looking at when I was replacing Liberty, because I wanted something fast. I wanted something fun and sporty. When I was looking at I was still looking at the Cayenne. You was like, "Hey, look, my brother, he works on Porsche. You need any help, man? Let me know." I was like, "I appreciate you, bro."
yep,
Um,
yep,
BMW has so much more support. And Trackhawk for me, it was a monster. It had the noise, it had the power, but man, it had risk.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
big time.
it has a lot of risk, and I mean, anybody that knows me knows I don't ride light, and I do not want to have to shoot somebody. Over something stupid like a car.
Yeah,
But when
yeah.
life comes in the hand, it's crazy.
It's a shame, man, because they are nice cars, but now they've got this stigma to them. Now they got
Yep.
everybody's after you and those things.
Yep.
My wife just pointed out I miss my '03 Cobra probably more than
Yeah.
I miss the Trackhawk. '03 Cobra was my favorite car.
Really.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
my favorite car. The
you know,
Terminator.
I wanted to get into your top 5 that you've owned.
Honestly, I may surprise some of you guys with this, but not in any particular order. My current car, which is a Huracan, Trackhawk for sure, '03 Cobra, and then I'm gonna surprise you with the last two. Um, Pontiac Bonneville SSEI.
I love Pontiac Bonnevilles.
That was
That's such
probably,
a nice car, bro.
if I can find a '98 in the same color. I had that burgundy color.
Car. Oh my god.
It talk about it was comfortable. It was way before its time. Comfortable.
I
Um,
promise you, Lefty loved that car. I put money on it.
dude,
Lefty said nothing bad about that Bonneville.
that was one of my favorite cars of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Number 5 would be my high school car. Still got a little love for it.
Really?
An Isuzu Rodeo.
Ooh.
Yeah, I felt like I was king of the
What?
world with that thing, dude. Yeah, that was one of the funnest trucks because you could literally run over anything. It's like Baja on the streets of
Yes.
that thing. Um,
I
yeah,
actually
that was
wanted
cool.
one of them.
Yeah, yeah,
I wanted
yeah, that
that.
was fun.
What? So
What's
let's
up,
talk about
boy?
the dream car.
Dream car. Like future dream car or dream car that I've just like my current dream car that I
What
just
is
got.
your current dream car?
The one I
Because
just got.
it always takes us to another level. Let's just say that, right?
Yep, yep. So yeah, I just picked up my Lamborghini Huracan. It's in the chalk gray custom paint,
Say it.
titanium exhaust, built by B Rogue. Um,
It's beautiful. I love
I'm not gonna say every kid, but a lot of us dudes and some girls grow up and it's just Lamborghini. I want a
it.
Lamborghini, and this and that. I started a Lamborghini fund, those 5 gallon Hinckley and Schmidt bottles.
Yeah.
So I started that around, man, over 20 years ago.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. I'll send you a picture. I'll
Oh
tell you
my
real quick.
god,
I'll
that's
make it fun.
amazing. That's the story right there.
Yeah. So
What?
I started putting pennies, nickels, dimes in there, when I was younger. And as I grew older, I started making a little more money. I'm throwing dollars in there, quarters. And I get a little older and I start making more money and I'm throwing fives, tens, 20s. And then I start taking all my friends' money in poker and then
Throwing it in there.
Every win I get goes in there. So I want to thank all my poker players for buying that Lambo.
Shout out to poker players.
So it filled up. It filled up, and I was ready to buy my Lambo with my Lambo fund that I saved for over 20 years.
Oh, that's fire. Oh my God, what a story.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, true story. True story. The catch to the story is I didn't use my Lambo fund for the Lamborghini. It still exists and it's still collecting. I got enough money from my Trackhawk
to carry over for that Lambo.
Yep.
So when I bought Zeus, man, that Z06 was absolutely my dream car. Like when you look at what it is, how it performs, and what it does, it's 650 foot-pounds of torque, 650 horsepower with heated seats, cool seats, air conditioning blowing, Bose stereo system.
Yeah.
It just brought everything to the table. And I thought once I got this car, I wouldn't want anything else. That's a lie. Because you're car guys, right? You go through one car, you land on something else. You got your dream car, the Huracan.
Yeah.
What could be considered your top 3 for the next level car? Do you have a top 3 before I even say that?
It's tough, man. I didn't trade or sell the Trackhawk for years because I kept asking myself, what would I get? I'm so happy with it. What would I get that would, equal? It's like it checks all the boxes for me, and it did. And now I've got this Lambo, which is complete polar opposite. It's super low. I can actually make turns at high speeds. It's not just a straight line. So honestly, it's tough, man. I love a lot of different cars out there. I love the McLarens. I love Ferraris, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't want
Ferrari has and 458 it has my heart. Like
yeah,
big time. I love that car.
I feel like Ferrari is like you made it.
Yeah, it's because when you talk to like Vasily will tell you Ferrari isn't a car, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
He'll tell you in a heartbeat, it's a lifestyle. Once you get into that space, it's different.
Yeah, you can't just buy a Ferrari. No.
You can buy a used one. You can't go buy a new one. You're not just going to buy a new one. Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
You have to have owned a couple of used ones before you can just go and buy or build a new one.
You got to be someone to buy a new one. But yeah, I mean, I see everything. You know that I see every car there is, and there's just put it this way: if I could pick, 2 cars to pick from Steve Hamilton's collection.
Yeah. See, that's a good way to go.
Because that's pretty much every sick car in the world. I'd probably have a heart attack just picking. I don't know what I'd pick.
I do.
What would you pick?
I do.
Let me hear it.
That Veyron and the Venom. I got to get that American hypercar.
Yep.
And the Pagani. The Pagani is just beautiful. It's a work of art. It's an absolutely beautiful car.
You'd be afraid to drive that thing.
Huh?
You'd be afraid to drive that. I'm afraid driving the Lambo. I can't even imagine how I'd be in that thing. Like every
Are you serious?
Bump, you feel every bump, man. Yeah, and I've got the front end lift, and you see me lifting that front end.
Yes,
the sewer caps. I'm just so it's nuts.
And that's the place where I never want to land, especially when it comes to car ownership. Right when you get to a point where you get something, and then it's like, God, can I take this out today? Should I take it out today? It is scary when you're dealing with other drivers, when the human condition, other people, right? One thing about humans, they will absolutely let you down in one way, shape, form, or fashion. It's just the human condition. But when you're out there and you get these people that are not paying attention, and I get it every time I'm out in that vet. I had to lock them up the other day because somebody was not paying attention. And when I say lock up the wheel, I've never had to lock up like that. Crazy. because somebody wasn't paying attention.
Well,
Wasn't
these
doing
cars
it.
too, you're low, and a lot of people don't see you, especially the higher trucks.
Yeah, yeah. But it's
I've
so fun to
never.
drive, man. Like you said, you can actually hit a corner at speed,
Hmm.
and it feels like it's like you on rails. I love that about that. I
Yeah.
love that about that doggone BMW. That BMW does the same thing.
Oh yeah. Oh
It
yeah.
corners on rails, like mind blowing.
Yep. Yep. The Trackhawk didn't do that.
No, you say no. It's not going
Trackhawk
to
just
happen in that one.
straight line,
That's
and
it.
that's it. But it got there real quick.
Oh my god, man! It was a pleasure, bro. Like,
Absolutely.
I we can go into that regular conversation for real. Like, I appreciate having you on. I appreciate the conversation. Especially the whole getting to know Paul. That's like big, right? Um, Understanding where you came from, who you were to land and do the things that you did. And it was all just, and I say it over and over again, leadership cannot be taught. It's a learned. You got to be born with leadership. And you're born with the leadership that allow to carry you across two companies into your own, right? Into your own now, two companies. That's crazy when you think about it.
Absolutely insane.
Oh
Most
my
wouldn't believe it. Yeah,
god.
I don't believe it.
Sheesh. IS has a great question. I don't even know if you can answer that question.
What's next? That's a good question. Um, I don't stop, man. I'm not close to retirement. Even if I get to the age where it's retirement age, I don't see myself just chilling out. Of course, I'd like a little more, a little more higher quality in life, and hanging with the family and doing more things myself. But um, in in terms of work and what's next, I want to take Crown higher than it's at right now. I want to start expanding. There's plans for a car wash. There's plans for two more locations with Crown Customs, remote locations to where we can, go a little further out than where we're at now and kind of gain, just put ourselves closer to people out in the western suburbs, southern suburbs, because we're a little far from there in the Wheeling location. But yeah, that's what's next. Is we're going to start branching and building other branches so that we can expand our services throughout the Chicagoland area.
That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. I can see it, man. I can see
It's coming. It's coming. It's in the works.
Ah,
Um, and between you and I, Cliff and I had talks. So we'll talk about that later. But that's
this is what I'm talking about, man.
yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. This is how we started this conversation.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
That would be fire.
Yes, it
Sheesh.
will be. We're gonna make something happen. We're gonna
Yeah,
make something happen.
yeah. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
like to
talking
count
about.
my ducks before
No, I think everything comes with time and
Yeah,
planning, and it's got to be right, right? You can't. It's just still got to be right, right? So,
absolutely.
but when you think about uh, necessity and availability, those two go together.
100%.
That goes together. That just works. Guys. I'm sorry for talking cryptic, and you're not supposed to know right now, and you will later on. But when I say it, this is peanut butter and jelly for real. This is straight peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, like all the way. They go together perfectly. Uh, how can you beat that? Like from every branch of Crown Customs will fit within this space. So I'm excited about this. This is next level. I can't wait to see this come to
Oh,
fruition. Like for real, for real.
God willing, man, it'll happen.
It
We'll see. But that's to answer your question. It's a good question, man. And we're always thinking about what's next.
yeah.
So that's coming.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, man. And I tell you this, man. Um, and I don't want you to. Again, I know you're humble. You don't need all the accolades, but it's earned. It's been earned.
Thank you.
From the work that you guys have brought out here, from everything that y'all are doing in this car space out here, is earned. The reason why people are looking for you to do the work because it's earned, right? The
Appreciate it.
ability to branch off and add new locations so that other people can be at reach and not have to, again, and I don't know, let's talk about how many times this happened. Trailer a car to Crown Customs to get wheels and work done, right? It happens because they want to go to where they know they're going to be treated well. The car is going to be taken care of, right? And they're going to get quality work. It's
Absolutely.
earned, absolutely earned. And I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. I'm never going to change my words, man. I'm going to support you in any and every way that I can because it's earned.
I appreciate it very much, man. Thank you so
Absolutely,
much.
brother.
Yeah,
You
and thanks for having me on here. I rarely get to do things like this, and honestly, me being able to talk about this stuff is something I probably needed more than you know.
Yeah,
It's not that I forget about these things; it's just I don't talk about them much. So it's
yeah.
good to kind of remember things and realize you know where you came from and where you're at, and I appreciate you bringing that, give me the opportunity.
It's
Uh,
important.
Also, we have our final season closer show coming up on Saturday.
Let's talk
Uh,
about it.
yeah, so the 13th, it's our last supercar show of the year. That's this Saturday, the 13th, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon.
Yes, sir.
So family friendly.
I'll make
Really
sure I
good
put the
health time.
address in the link.
Yep, we're in Wheeling. That's 250 Alice Street in Wheeling, Illinois. And I'd love to see you guys there. And if you guys come by, come up to me, give me a handshake. I'd like to meet you guys. If I
There
don't
you
know
go,
you,
man.
if
There
I
you
do
go,
know you guys, stay away from me. I'm just kidding.
This is the address, man. It's this weekend from 9 to what time again?
9 a.m. to 12 noon. It's
9
just
a.m. to
a
12
morning
noon.
cars and coffee style thing.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Always a
Yes,
good
sir.
time.
Make sure you guys come out and support. Hey, man, listen. Before we jump off this, man. Anybody, Paul, can we hook them up with a Swole 55 discount, bro?
All day,
Let's go.
all day.
Listen,
Anything.
anything you guys are coming through, make sure y'all let them know Swole 55 sent y'all, man. Got a discount coming your way. We will definitely take care of you on anything that you're doing in the shop, any work that's available at the shop. Ask for that Swole 55 discount, man. He'll take care of you, man.
And I'll make sure I take good care of them for sure.
There you go.
100%. You guys got my word.
And that's not just at the shop. That's on wheels also. That's on
Crown Forged Wheels,
that's on
crowncustoms.net or crownforgedwheels.com. Anything you guys need, mention Swole. I got you guys.
There you go. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Paul, appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. For
I love
real.
you too, man. I
My
appreciate
brother.
you.
You be good. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the candid stuff, and thank you for the transparency, man. Um, like you said, sometimes it is necessary, man, to let people know who you are and share that information with you. Look, wait, what Rex say?
Yep.
Wow, two two cuties in one
Oh,
Rex.
look at Rex. Look at Rex. What a guy.
Hey Rex. Yeah, y'all just hey Rex. I know y'all know those other wheel people, but y'all need to come in over here and get these wheels from Crown. Just saying, Crown
Easy.
Forge, man. Crown Forge. Just saying.
Rex gonna see the light soon. It's all
Yeah,
good.
eventually it's
We
coming.
got some talking to do, Rex.
But look, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna let Paul get back to his family. One of the things that is very important to him is
Yes, sir.
time with his family. So I appreciate you, my brother.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you
Looking
more, man.
forward to it, man. Listen, I see you soon because you know what? I thought about like we talked about getting Zeus's wheels redone at the end of the season. And we're gonna order wheels, so we got to get wheels. So we're gonna put Crown all the way around. So we getting there.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Beautiful.
sir.
You know,
I
I'm
gotta
ready.
represent, bro. I told you, support.
We're gonna
Both of those things
design.
don't have crown on them. You better
You and I are
believe it.
both gonna just sit down. We'll design your one-off set.
Yes, yes, sir.
Pure,
Yes,
just
sir.
fishness. We got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, and I'm ready. And listen, and I cannot wait to have those crowns spinning on those center caps. I cannot wait.
Am I
You
hearing
have no
crowns
idea.
floating caps? Is that what I just heard?
Ooh, ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
we'll talk.
ooh.
We'll talk.
Come on, Rex. Quit playing.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
Just quit playing, Rex. Come on. Come over here. Come get these wheels.
We're gonna do those one-off Chi-Town exotic wheels for Rex too.
There you
guys,
go.
we're gonna
Listen.
talk.
Listen, engraved. I'm just saying, man. You're
Oh,
one
all
off
day. All day.
all day. You're one
That's
off.
easy.
Just come on over here, Rex. Just come on over. Stop worrying about what the other guys may say. Come and
With
get
your
your
little cute self, Rex.
one. All right, brother.
All
You
right,
say,
guys.
let's go. That's all I need to hear. Hey, when you go over there, Rex, let them know that's 1255.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Man,
All right,
appreciate you, man. I'm literally gonna shut down because I'm gonna go grab me something to eat, and I'm gonna do exactly what you do. You about to go do. I'm about to go get a little time with my little grandbaby.
There you go. There
Yes,
you
sir.
go.
Listen, man, and if y'all don't know, and Paul, I'm sure I don't know if you know how we shut down over here, but we don't do normal things over here.
Okay.
Crown Customs does not do normal things.
We're not
Crown
average.
Forge wheels are not normal. They're not average, my guys. Not at all. All the work that's happening at Crown Custom Coating, it is not average. You just need to walk in and see for yourself. You will understand exactly where I'm coming from. They're not average, man. We do not do the normal around here, guys. Why is that? Because we were designed from greatness. And because we're designed for greatness, guys, y'all have the right, the responsibility, and the authority to never be average. So, guys, don't be average. Yeah. Shout out to all our veterans, man. Active duty, retired, reserve, released, and also transition, man. Remember, freedom ain't free. It comes at a cost.
Thank you guys for your
Peace.
service.
Stick around, Paul. Hold up. Don't hang up yet.